Hey there, friends and enemies. Jopie here again, and today I want to chat a little bit about Topps 2026 Series 1 and which of the products might be best for you. And I see a lot of times in the hobby where people will come out and they will be like, oh, well, hangers or bangers, that's all you should be ripping. It's hobby boxes or nothing. You should only be buying singles. And for me, I don't necessarily agree with those catch all statements. I think at the end of the day, how you collect cards will impact the best way to collect them. If you are somebody who only likes really high end singles, you're better off buying those singles separately and probably not chasing down the card you're looking for in a hobby box. The same thing goes if you are only a collector of a specific player and or a specific even a specific team. You're going to get so few of those in your general rips that it's unlikely that it's going to be worthwhile to you. You're also better off buying some singles. Now, if you are somebody who really likes to collect a wide variety of cards, whether it's a few different teams, a bunch of different players, if you're someone who just enjoys ripping packs in general, you've seen me do it on the channel already quite a bit. I love ripping packs. I think that's where early on when a new set releases, that is the best time to rip them. And I do feel like that is just an enjoyable experience, even if money wise you don't come out on top. And for me, also, I like to flip some of the cards on eBay and it mitigates the cost. That's why I personally prefer ripping hangers and fat packs more than blasters. I feel like when I am shooting for the stars with a blaster, which is $25, compared to a hanger, which is $15, I can get two of them for almost the price of one blaster. Or if I'm looking at the fat packs where I can get several, I just feel like the value ultimately is better in those others. Now, that's not always necessarily going to be the case. It really depends on what specifically you're looking for. I like some of the inserts in the hangers better than the blaster inserts for this set specifically. And as I ripped this blaster, I didn't get any cards that really stood out to me. I actually got a couple duplicates that I did find already in one of my fat pack or my hangers. Like for example, the Titans of the Game Gunnar Henderson that I pulled. Was able to get out of a hanger the greatest hits Shohei Ohtani, which was probably one of my better pulls from any of the packs. And so because of that, I'm more so like less. I'm more so likely to rip fat packs and hangers. It feels easier if I am able to sell a couple lots on eBay for about $5 to $10. Now I've mitigated a lot of the cost on one of my fat packs or one of my hangers. And I just don't feel like we've seen in the past that the Topps baseball specifically has the value in the blasters unless they include something special, and it doesn't feel like that's the case. And I've been looking at some of the statistics and everything like that, and if I'm going to spend $90, I would rather spend $90 on the hangers rather than $90 on blasters. And that's just me personally. I just feel like they feel better. Again, I don't necessarily always like to rip all at the same time. I like to space it out as well. So it feels like I'm able to do so more often when I'm getting the hangers. And the likelihood of you getting auto or relic in the blaster is relatively low. I didn't even get any heavy lumber cards or anything like that either, which felt like a major bummer. And so because of that, I just felt kind of let down. Not only that, but the way these cards are populated is also very interesting. I got four Jacob Misiarowski's rookie cards, including one kind of insert, like the alternate edition of his rookie card, which is like the throwback. And I got zero Roman Anthony's. So that was kind of a bummer. I can't complain too much because I did get, from all my pulls, I got a Skeens, I got Aaron Judge, I got a Shohei. And so because of that, it's hard to really be too upset. I do plan on collecting the Titans of the Game set just because I like the way it looks, and I'll probably try to have as many of those as possible, upgrading them to numbered versions as I possibly can. But it's just one of those situations where I feel like it's difficult to want to rip a blaster knowing that I'm probably not going to see the value, and I personally don't feel like the chances of hitting a big hit from one blaster match the chances of hitting it from two hangers. I just ultimately, I know it's a bit anecdotal, but it's just when I've looked at some of the numbers online, when I've looked at a lot of the numbers from the folks who break it down and essentially showcase how much value is in each of the different products. It really leads me to think that like hangers and fat packs are the way to go until you've kind of filled out your set and collected everything that you want to get. And that's another aspect of it. Some people don't keep any of the inserts that aren't numbered or auto, and if that's the case, you should not be opening blasters, hangers, and fat packs all that often because it's so unlikely that you're going to get what you're looking for. It just feels like kind of a waste of time. Now, other than that, my rookies were not all that insane. I got a Carson Williams. I got one single insert for a Chase Burns here, which was fine. I did get a Jack Caglione. This is a good, nice little stars of MLB insert there as well. But yeah, ultimately, no numbered cards out of again, a blaster, two hangers, and fat pack. No autos or anything like that, and nothing too insane at the end of the day. So very, very interesting for me to see what's out there and what the rips look like. I'll probably continue to pick up some fat packs and some hangers going forward. To be honest, it is unlikely that I'll get another blaster anytime soon, just because of how underwhelming it felt. But again, I'd love to hear from other people's experiences. Have you tried to test this? I know what I'm saying is small sample size, but it's kind of confirmed a little bit by the numbers that we see online. The likelihood of you getting an auto from one blaster compared to two hangers just doesn't feel worthwhile in my opinion. Same thing with a numbered card, and even more so a low numbered card. So if you're really chasing that stuff, maybe go in the hobbies. Maybe you could do some breaks online. I don't really recommend them. I'm not a big fan of breaks on like Fanatics or whatnot or anything like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, pull what you want, and as long as you enjoy it. Again, I have a nice little starter collection here that I'm going to keep, and if any of these cards spike in value, I'll be ready. I kept a lot of the rookies. This is another thing, a reason that I like to rip these packs earlier in the season when the set first comes out is I personally collect as many of the rookies as possible, because you'll often see them spike in value, drop in value, all that kind of good stuff. But you never know when one guy is going to ultimately pop off and really surge in potential. And so having those rookies on hand feels really nice in the long run, and that's something that I like to do personally. I like to have a lot of these rookies just in case. And yes, the likelihood of them turning out to be super expensive cards is so slim. Only like 2 to 3 players, maybe 4 per generation ever turn out to be big hitters. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video, as always, comment, subscribe. Will you be ripping Topps 2026 Series 1, or is it a hard pass from you? Let me know. My name is Jopa. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.